K-pop Demon Hunters. This Netflix original exploded with a concept so wild only Netflix would dare to produce it. A group of K-pop idols secretly moonlighting as supernatural demon slayers. It wasn't just a movie, it was a full-blown spectacle of sound and style, where dazzling choreography collided with monster battles in a neon-soaked world. The film celebrated Korean culture while delivering global appeal, balancing humor, heart, and high-energy action. Its soundtrack pulsed like a stadium concert, while the animation blended modern fantasy with sparkling idol aesthetics. For fans of both anime and music, it felt like a dream crossover brought to life. By showcasing powerful female leads and redefining what a musical action hybrid could look like, K-pop Demon Hunters wasn't just entertainment, it was a statement. Netflix proved that animation could smash cultural boundaries, dominate screens, and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience, unlike anything audiences had seen before. Nimona. Nimona arrived on Netflix as more than just an animated adventure. It was a bold declaration of individuality and defiance. Adapted from N.D. Stevenson's beloved graphic novel, it told the story of a shapeshifter who refused to fit into any mold. The film balanced razor-sharp humor with tender moments, as Nimona and Ballister's unlikely friendship challenged a kingdom built on fear and prejudice. What set it apart was its unapologetic celebration of queer identity and freedom of expression, making it not only entertaining but deeply meaningful for underrepresented voices. The animation fused futuristic sci-fi with medieval fantasy, crafting a world both familiar and unique. Audiences connected with Nimona's chaos, laughter, and heart, seeing themselves in her struggle to be accepted. Netflix delivered a film that wasn't just fun to watch, it was revolutionary. Nimona carved its place as one of the most important animated stories of its era. Arcane. Arcane wasn't just an animated show, it was a cultural explosion that changed how people viewed animation on Netflix. Set in the League of Legends universe, it pulled viewers in with breathtaking visuals that looked like moving paintings, combining hand-drawn style with cutting-edge 3D. The story of sisters Vi and Jinx wasn't just about action. It was about trauma, love, and betrayal, told with a depth that rivaled prestige live-action dramas. Every character had layers, every fight carried emotional weight, and every episode ended leaving fans desperate for more. Critics called it one of the greatest animated series ever made, winning Emmy Awards and global acclaim. Fans who had never touched the game became obsessed, proving its storytelling stood on its own. Arcane set a new gold standard not just for video game adaptations, but for animation as a whole. For many, it remains Netflix's crown jewel of original animation. Love, death, and robots. This wasn't just a show, it was an experiment in the endless possibilities of animation. Each episode was a self-contained story, ranging from dark dystopian futures to hilarious sci-fi shorts, horror experiments, and stunning art showcases. Some episodes looked photorealistic, others painterly or surreal, but every one of them carried a unique voice. It was Netflix giving artists free rein, and the result was a groundbreaking anthology that pushed boundaries most studios would never dare to cross. Whether it was grotesque monsters, twisted love stories, or visions of humanity's future, the series had something to shock, inspire, or awe every viewer. Winning multiple Emmys, for fans, each season felt like walking into a gallery of ideas, bold, unfiltered, and unforgettable. Netflix proved fearless creativity belongs on its stage. Ultraman. Netflix breathed new life into one of Japan's most legendary heroes, reintroducing him to a global audience with emotional depth and cutting-edge animation. This wasn't just another kaiju battle, it was a heartfelt story of family, legacy, and what it means to carry responsibility. By blending dazzling anime-inspired visuals with heartfelt character arcs, Netflix struck the perfect balance between spectacle and soul. Audiences watched as Ultraman grappled not just with towering monsters, but with his own identity and role as a protector. It honored decades of Ultraman history while modernizing the legend for newcomers, creating something fresh and nostalgic at the same time. The giant hero's battles were breathtaking, but the emotional core, love, sacrifice, and humanity made it unforgettable. Ultraman. Rising stood tall as proof that Netflix could take a cultural icon and elevate it into a global animated event. Leo. A turtle named Leo surprised audiences everywhere by being far more than just a goofy talking lizard comedy. Adam Sandler voiced the titular class pet, a 74-year-old lizard who realizes he's got more life lessons to give than time left to live. What started as lighthearted family fun evolved into a heartfelt story about aging, wisdom, and finding purpose. Kids laughed at Leo's antics, but adults found themselves struck by its bittersweet themes of time and change. The film balanced silly songs and schoolyard humor with genuine emotion, showing Netflix could deliver animated films with layers of meaning. It was colorful, fun, and musical, but also honest and moving in a way few expected. By sneaking deep lessons into a family film, Netflix reminded audiences that great animation doesn't just entertain, it touches the heart. Leo proved that even a lizard can leave a legacy. Wish Dragon. Set in modern Shanghai, it reimagined the classic wish-granting tale through the eyes of Din, a young man longing to reconnect with his childhood friend. When a magical pink dragon appears, hilarity and chaos follow, but so do profound lessons about greed, love, and the true value of life. Its animation was vibrant and colorful, celebrating Chinese culture while telling a story universal enough for anyone to connect with. The witty banter between Din and Long charmed audiences, mixing comedy with sincerity. Netflix delivered a film that proved Eastern and Western storytelling could seamlessly blend into a global hit. More than just a retelling of Aladdin, Wish Dragon stood as its own modern fairy tale, reminding viewers everywhere that happiness comes not from wishes, but from the bonds we cherish. The Sea Beast. This Netflix original set sail is one of its most epic animated films, delivering breathtaking visuals and a timeless adventure story. Directed by Chris Williams' Moana Big Hero 6, it told the tale of monster hunters and the little girl who challenged everything they believed. Packed with massive sea battles, towering creatures, and lush animation, it felt like an old-school Disney epic reborn for a new era. But beneath the spectacle was a heartfelt message about breaking cycles of fear and hate. The bond between Maisie and Jacob gave the story its emotional anchor, turning what could have been just an action spectacle into a story with real heart. Critics hailed it as one of Netflix's finest animated features, praising its scale and soul. With The Sea Beast, Netflix proved it could rival the giants, creating an ocean-sized adventure that captured imaginations worldwide.